Good morning, everybody, and please forgive me for my background. It's been a minute. It's also like somewhere around 5 a.m. Once again, it's cold. Roaches everywhere. It is what it is. See, I've been trying to find my niche here on YouTube to see what people would like to talk about, what they would like to hear. And I am someone who bluntly tells you the truth. I'll admit that my delivery sometimes can be a bit harsh, and I'm still working on looking at the right camera, so please forgive me, y'all. This video also goes out to Facebook and Instagram, the usual socials. Oh, this needs a little bit more sugar this morning. But let's talk about some tea this morning. I'm all about positivity and the powers of manifestation, being a mystic, practicing your witchcraft properly. That's what I'm about. But I'm also about lifting others up. It's a gift I have. Usually when people talk to me, they feel better afterwards. For instance, you have a friend, and for some reason, there's that one person that only seems to make you feel better. And you always talk to that person. That person's me. For some people. Well, it used to be. Because I really don't have any real friends. Because the word friend is so loosely used these days. People don't know what real friends are. And that's a fact. Same thing with the word love. The word is so loosely used that a lot of people don't understand the meaning of the word. And that's some straight up facts. Because when you love somebody, you stick by them. Regardless if they're right or wrong. You devote yourself to them. And this has nothing to do with my personal relationship. I'm just speaking in general. You want to find somebody that worships the ground you walk on. You don't want to be being with someone that tells you that you can't do anything. You can't hang out with your friends. You can't go out on Saturday nights. You can't even go to the damn store. I've seen so many toxic relationships, and I've been in so many toxic relationships to know. And please forgive my... It's early. It's my famous phrase. It's early. And this is the only me time I get. And yes, that is a Pikachu backpack in the background, because I know chances are I'm going to be asked about it. Everybody loves it everywhere I go. And by the way, I'm totally ADHD, so expect that in this channel. Even though I am medicated for it, In my opinion, pharmaceuticals don't always do the trick. And you mentally have to meet the medication halfway. But that's just my opinion, not a fact, not a fact. Allegedly. But I wanted to show y'all the oil I made. I'm very proud of this oil. We all know that gods and goddesses have light aspects of themselves and dark aspects of themselves. This is dark Isis oil. I see I'll have to do a little tweaking with the design in. But the inspiration for the oil actually came from a friend of mine who has a shop called The Pagan's Way on Etsy. And I'm telling you, high quality stuff. Completely high quality. I have her empath oil right here. Not only does it smell delicious, it actually works. Now, I've always been skeptical. I am a skeptical mystic and witch. I have to see it to believe it. I'm also an empath. When I don't want to feel, this works for me. You have to put your intentions to make it work, because you just can't put oil on yourself and expect it to work. You have to activate it. The one I'm most in love with is her Lilith oil. Look at the beautiful candle. For my Lilith altar. But yes, I am very proud of that oil. But no, it's no secret I've been going through issues with my living situation. I've been living in a sober house because I was homeless and an agency was able to get me in. This was around 2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago. And I went and got a job, did what I had to do, from being homeless. And yet this house has never been a sober house. We were always told to keep it bare. Every time I tried to make this place look like a home, I was told, oh, other tenants are complaining and yada, yada, yada. Well, after a few months of that shit, I started talking to the other people in the house. Turns out, they all told me, don't believe a damn word he says, he's a liar. Me, I'm someone who gives someone the benefit of the doubt. So before believing somebody, I find out for myself. Unfortunately, they were right. And I have proof of it. when you can't keep your word, you have nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, here's an example. You tell me you're going to come meet me out for lunch, but then stand me up. For one, that's rude and inconsiderate. But if I invite you out to lunch several times and you do not show up with no call, no text, no acknowledgement, it's a shitty thing to do. A lot of people do that and don't realize that. I used to be one of them. Not putting other people's feelings into consideration. But when you are in a position of power, with great power comes responsibility. That is something I've learned working at Johnson & Wales. When I was elevated in my positions, yes, new opportunities came, but so did new responsibilities. Did I like those responsibilities? No, I did not. And I found a very effective method on how not to get mad at work. I also had some delegation issues for a while, which now I have no problem with. As long as you ask a person nicely, they will do it. And if you have time, help them out. I was about to say, my character speaks for itself. People can make up things, they can lie, they can cheat, they can... But ultimately, no. Because I am the kindest person you will ever meet. Unless you piss me off. You piss me off, you're in for a world of pain. And we're talking piss off on a level that's beyond control. But me being in a role where I have a little power comes the responsibility, like I was saying. I have to make sure that the people working under me are doing their jobs, taking the right temps, etc., etc., etc. I know I've spoken about this in my videos. This is mainly a YouTube video, but I am going to post it on my Facebook and Instagram because I know you guys, like my videos, and I know I'm being super handsy this morning. That's why I find it hard to believe that people think I'm straight when they see me, because I came out of my mom with jazz hands, like, over the rainbow. I can't sing. It is what it is. But it's called, when you're given that kind of responsibility, do it proud. Don't abuse it. I don't go around to my employees and act like my shit don't stink. I don't puff my chest up. And I don't brag that my, fighting skills or anything like that. I focus on the job at hand. I do the job. And that's it. Because that's all I'm required to do, is just do the job. So what do y'all think of the new hair color? Huh? Give you a Farrah Fawcett or a Charlie's Angels moment. I've been every shade in the book over the years. Have I always had long hair? No. You want to see pictures of me? Bruce A. Thompson on Facebook. There you will get the actual me. But overall, today's gonna be a great day. Today's Wednesday, and we are going to kill it. But you know what I notice about videos is you make those inspirational videos and they barely get any views. When you make messy videos, that's when they get the views. I never understood that. I mean, I know I have my favorites on YouTube. Like I love Storm Monroe. Vapey! Pause, I gotta find my vapey. Jesus. See, and we are back. Sorry about it. Once I learn how to edit these videos and all that other stuff, the quality will be so much better. My goal is to help so many people out there. You want to learn how to activate your magic. You want to learn how to activate your brain. You want to get higher into consciousness. And you want a good laugh. And I'm just a regular person. I'm not going to pretend like I have it all or that my shit don't stink, because I'm far from perfect and I'm not going to pretend that. Because I've been a lot of things in life. I've been a husband. I've been a hairdresser. I've been a platform artist. Meaning I would go to hair shows and win them. I won a few. What else? I have many, many things that I have done over the years. I mean, I did hairdressing for a good 20, but I lost the passion because the salons I worked for would not let me be as creative as I wanted to be. Like, you know that whole trend where they were doing the fades with the ponytails and the mohawks and they put the colors in? I started that. And as hard as that is to believe, because this is a big world, I'm sure someone else thought about it too at the same time, so I'm sure I'm not the only one. But at least in my area, I brought that. What did my salon do at the time? They stole my idea and then fired me. But when I left, so did all the clients. See how karma works? Karma's tricky. And if you know what you're doing, magically, you can speed it up. Karma is an actual entity. From what I've seen so far, she is real. Could there be more? Possibly. But I'm just sharing an experience on what I see. Oh, I have an interview today. As soon as I get out of work, I gotta go straight to the interview. Hopefully I get it. Because the company I work for knows that Johnson & Wales is trying to, keep me permanently. So let's see who offers more money. Because you know what? I am one excellent worker. Yes, the learning process. Yes, it takes me some time with some things. But when I get it, I get it. And I've been successful so far. I've been able to manifest myself out of homelessness. I had some help. Ooh, eyes. My baby made me a special mojo bag, and it worked. And even though I have studied the occult since I was 15, again, that skeptical part of me didn't believe at first. But when the bag actually worked, and quickly, it made me a believer. And then when I started to do certain things on my own and see them manifest, it made me more of a believer. Remember, just because it's not there does not mean it does not exist. Like, here's an example. I give a lot of examples on this channel because I like to give advice. Unsolicited advice, but still advice. But positive energy, okay? Like, for all you empaths out there suffering, take the empath oil. It's a way of helping you guys. Just put a couple drops in your hands. Rub your hands together till they're so hot they burn to the touch. And I mean burn. And then your fingers go numb. This was something I learned off somebody else. And when you feel the electricity, that means your energy is ready to be sent. Me, I am aiming it at anybody who watches this video. And I'm going to use a mudra. I send out positive energy to shield the feelings of others. So you may have some relief for your day. My hands are still tingling. I can feel the energy coming out. I can actually see it. And we are just about there and there. I hope that works for y'all. I'm going to put some right here for me. Or right here. 'Cause I live in a stressful environment with a severe. I live in unlivable conditions, like I previously stated. With an egomaniac. He's probably outside my door right now listening. He's about to say, I know his games. And I'm going to prove he's a liar. Because I remember this one time where he said a knife was pulled on him. The truth is that's a lie. I actually saw that whole situation go down. And that's foul. And Joe, I know you're on my Facebook page. Inbox me. I think it's time we clear your name. Don't you think? Why be accused of something that you didn't do? What, because another person has to win the war? Or the battle? When there's a war? When people play manipulative, dirty tricks, that's foul. And it shows what kind of people they are. I notice these days a lot of people do a lot of gaslighting, which I deal with all the time here. A lot of smoke being blown up my ass. Been promised over 8 months that heating, bugs, things would be fixed. Yes, some things were fixed, but don't say you got a new refrigerator when it's not new. Don't be a liar. When there's a sticker inside with someone's name on it, it's not new. And plus, we can tell if it's brand new. We wouldn't have to clean it on the inside, which the roommate did. But you know, lying is an actual disorder. It's like a mental disorder because my brother has that problem. And my, what do you call it? Excuse me while I, Jesus. Comb my hair. But my mother was telling me that in our family, we have a few family members who lie and actually believe their own lies. And unfortunately, with all the personality types we have in this world, that is one of them. And a lot of people fail to realize they have personality disorders. I've seen so many. Or the one thing that really made my intuition strong was shutting up and paying attention to everything around me. If you keep to yourself and just observe, you will notice patterns, you will notice all that stuff. Anyway, this video is going to be 30 minutes long. Even though I totally ADHD'd y'all, I hope y'all at least had some fun watching me this morning. Trust me, the content will get better. I'm working on it. there aren't a list of instructions for YouTube. But I will sit there and reach out to Legia Miller so she can give me some advice, because she has a channel where she tells you everything you need to do to get your channel started up, and how to edit and all that other stuff. But let's keep this a happy Tuesday. Treat people how you want to be treated. Walk down the street like you own it. Walk into your job and say, I am going to do the best that I can. Or look yourself in the mirror every single day and say, I am amazing. I am great. I can do anything. Those self-affirmations are cheesy as hell, but trust me, they fucking work. It is what it is. You'll have a great day. I know I'm going to have a good day. I hope you do too. Thanks for visiting.